What's going on, guys? It's Matthew, Project D15. You know, I get some of our friends kind of giggle when they find out that our family has decided to eat biblically, or what we like to say is kosher, right? Because we're no longer doing the pork thing, we've stopped doing the shellfish, and while a lot of our friends may think that's silly, I want you to consider some of our convictions. The first is we really want to walk out the whole Bible. But the reason is because we want to do as Paul suggested, to imitate Christ. And while we do that in the big things, right, in loving God and loving one another, right, in serving Him and operating in the Spirit, we also want to do that in the little things and not giving the enemy a foothold. Consider what Paul says in Romans 13 and what he said in putting on Yeshua HaMashiach and putting on Christ is to make no provision for the flesh and to not give in to its desires, lest we become what he says in Philippians 3, a people whose God is their belly. Now let's look at the United States in contrast, where one of the #1 killers in the United States is obesity or diseases caused by being unhealthy and overweight. And then when we look at the church, we see that the data is no different. The enemy's there and he seeks to still kill and destroy. And look, if he can't attack you spiritually, he's gonna get you physically. Consider that, beloved. Consider is your health a place where you've given the enemy a foothold? Where you've allowed him to attack you in your place in your health that has kept you from expanding the kingdom? That it isn't given you the energy to do everything that God has called you to do because you're held back in your health, in your energy, in your ability to stay up late and to go out and to be mobile and to climb hills and to go into the places in all the corners of the earth. Is your choices, even what seems maybe small in your daily diet, right? In your small disciplines and what you ingest and how you exercise and things like that, keeping you from your calling? Something to consider. A reason why we should follow Messiah, Jesus the Christ, in every way, even as small as how we eat. Guys, I want to thank you for listening to this, for walking with our family as we continue to walk through the nations, standing alongside the least of these and widows and orphans. We love you guys. Be blessed.